Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another video. This time, Dark Magician. Um, I've been meaning to do another Dark Magician profile. I've done it on Master Duel before. I haven't done it in the TCG before. TCG, of course, has this man, the Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. They also have Palladium Oracle Mana, which is also a great card to pair with this. So, alright. So I just wanted to preface by saying this is pure Dark Magician. I know, like other Yu-Gi-Oh content creators say pure Dark Magician, and they have like branded in there. They have, I mean, it's usually branded, right? Branded bestials, like other powerful deck archetypes to make Dark Magician work. This is literally pure. Okay, the engine we have in here is spellbooks. So you can't say that we have a powerful engine in here that's like and a small piece of Dark Magician. This is Dark Magician with a small piece of spellbooks, and honestly, you don't need this many spellbooks. This many spellbooks would definitely brick you, in my opinion. But yeah, we could talk about that. So is pure Dark Magicians good? Sort in a casual setting, yes. In a casual setting, it's actually pretty good. In a competitive setting, versus like meta decks and everything, you really got to get lucky. I mean, like, so if you slot in evenly matched instead of like the imperms, you have a good chance of going second, for example. With Ash Blossom as your hand trap and evenly matched as your going second tool, you have a decent chance. You have your harpies. Maybe you throw in like cosmic cyclones. In your side deck, but you really don't want to go over 40 cards because the draw engine you have, I'll show it to you in the gameplay. When it works really, really well. And if you go first and you could draw through your cards and get to your Dark Magical Circle, your Eternal Soul, especially get to your Secrets of Dark Magic, and then you can get into your fusions. That is really like the strength of this deck. What else? Like the links help to an extent as well, but you don't really go into them too much. Maybe you could run an additional Artemis and cut one of these. There's a lot to talk about in this deck profile. So let's start with the main deck, right? So we got the 3 Ash Blossom. Thankfully Dark Magician has some room for hand traps, so that helps. Let's talk about Magician Souls. Now, I included this in the deck profile because you really need this to work. Like, sorry to say, if you're a budget player, like look at this price right now, $220. If you're a budget player, I'm sorry, but you cannot play Dark Magicians. It's unfortunate. Okay, you could play it, but on online simulators or Master Duel. Like in real life, like look at this card. This card is $20. Is it? Did it get cheaper? No, it got it more expensive. It's $24. So yeah, unfortunately, this is a key part of the Dark Magician engine, and it is $24 right now each, as of this recording. Luckily, Illusion of Chaos went down in price recently. This got a reprint, so this is what, $3 now. Oh, okay. I don't need 3 of these, but so yeah, luckily you can get this, but unfortunately this deck is not budget. This Magician Souls really kills it, but if you want to play Dark Magician, you need this card. Okay, moving on. Dark Magician itself. Some people run 3, and it can get bricky, but also drawing Dark Magician is okay. So if you want to run 3 and take one of these other tech cards out, that's up to you. But two, you need two. Like these players running one Dark Magician. Like, what are you gonna do if Dark Magician gets banished? Like, how are you gonna recover that? Unless you're running like something like Branded Regain, which is honestly a decent tech. Um, if your opponent runs Bestials, so I will include that in the side deck. This is a decent tech card to recover a banished Dark Magician. So moving on. Yeah, so run 2, like just run 2, especially because you're running like Red Eyes Darker Dragoon and the fusion spells. Like you're gonna end up. What does this do? Fusion summon using monsters from your hand or field. Okay, you won't banish the cards, but just just because, like, if you want a Dark Magician on your field and one for your fusion spell, just run 2. Anyway, Magic Haribo is cool because okay, this card is cool because oh, I don't even know you could do that. During the main phase, if you take damage by battle or an opponent's card effect, you can quick effect send this to the grave and special summon one Dark Magician or a Dark Magician Girl from your deck or graveyard. So it's like it gives you a free body. It's kind of like Spirit of Neos. If a face-up spellcaster is destroyed by battle or opponent's card effect, you can add this card from the graveyard to your hand. So this special summons from the deck, which is cool. So how does that work? You just oh, okay, good to know. Sorry about that. So yeah, Magic Haribo is a tech card. It came in the Master Duel Structure deck, so that's why I'm including it here. You don't need to play it. It's just I think it's a cool card, especially because you don't have too many defensive options. Spellbook. Okay, the Spellbook engine. So in terms of normal summon in this deck, you have Spellbook, Magician of Prophecy, and Magician's Rod. That's really it. So that's 5 normal summons, which is pretty much the standard for a 40 card deck. So you could change this to something. What would you change it to? Maybe like a Magistus card, but you'd need more of an engine for that. You'd need additional cards to make a Magistus engine work. So that's not really a good idea. In Dark Magician, it's just really Magician's Rod is the only good normal summon. There's also a Magician's Robe. Where is it? This card. But it's really not that good. During your opponent's turn, you can discard a spell, special summon a Dark Magician from your deck. It's really not that good. Like it doesn't search anything on your turn. It says you normal summon this, and then on your opponent's turn, you have to discard a spell to special summon Dark Magician. So I guess this could work with, say, Dark Magical Circle, but beyond that, like, anyway, as I was saying, there's no other good normal summons for Dark Magician. It's really Spellbook Magician of Prophecy, which gets you to Spellbook of Secrets, which gets you to Spellbook of Knowledge, which gets you an additional draw 2. So that's awesome. Moving on, Dark Magician Ghoul. You really only need one of this card. You don't want it to brick in your hand. It's really just to combo with Magician's Salvation and I put in Dark Burning Magic in here. Another brick, but if you can get it to work, it's awesome. I mean, it's Dark Magician, right? Why wouldn't you run one of these powerful spell cards? Um, Obviously, you could take this out if you don't believe in it, or want to break with it. Palladium Oracle Mana is great because if one of your cards is targeted, you can special summon this. Um, it's just a nice waifu card, right? Like the other Palladium card is also not bad because if you draw into it, you could special summon it, and you could draw quite a bit with Wonder Wand, Spellbook of Knowledge, even Magician Souls gives you draws. Yeah, I did not even explain what Magician Souls does. So basically, Magician Souls, you can either send Dark Magician to the graveyard to special summon Magician Souls, or you could send Magician Souls to the graveyard to special summon Dark Magician. Am I saying that right? Oh, but Dark Magician has to be in your graveyard already. So ideally, so ideally, I actually should explain this even more. Preparation. So ideally, you would sub out like a spellbook of power, or one of these other cards for Preparation of Rites. You use Preparation of Rites to search out Illusion of Chaos. Illusion of Chaos searches you Magician Souls, and the Magician Souls gets you Dark Magician in the graveyard. What does that do? I mean, it gets you access to Dark Magician, but ideally, via drawing through Magician Soul's other effect. So, what is Magician Soul's other effect? It says, no, you can send up to 2 spells or traps in your hand or field to the grave, draw them mini cards. So basically, if you have other spells in your hand, you could use them as fodder to draw into your Soul Servant, your Dark Magical Circle, your Eternal Soul. That's what you would draw in, what you want to draw into to set up your turn 1. And hopefully I could show you a good turn 1 board setup. I just love Witchcrafter Golem as a protection for your spellcasters, because I've run multiple spellcaster decks before, and I love teching in this card. It's obviously not the greatest card, but if you like it like I do, keep it in. You could sub this out for like a Palladium card like I just showed you before, or you could sub it. You could sub that out for Chronicle Magician is a good one. Chronicle. This card. If a monster with 2500 attack or defense is normal or special summon to your field, you could special summon this card. And then you could increase its attack to 5000. So it's a cool tech card. This is the cool card, in my opinion. Timaeus the United Dragon. I actually didn't know this existed until I started playing Master Duel. But this says you could send a spellcaster or 1 spell or trap that mentions. Let's get this on the screen. What does it say? Special summon this card from your hand. During your main phase, you can fusion summon a fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as material, including a spellcaster monster. So this gets you this card, and a spellcaster gets you into a lot of your fusions, which we'll talk about. But yeah, this card is really powerful. I recommend running at least one of these. Secrets, Illusion of Chaos we spoke about. You're never summoning this because it doesn't do much, but you can use this to fuse into Master of Chaos. But yeah, this searches out Magician Souls. It may even search out some other cards. We'll get into the gameplay. Magician's Salvation sets Eternal Soul directly. It has some other effects which you don't really use too much, but mainly it gets you access to Eternal Soul. And you don't really want to brick on this, so you're only running one. Like, that's a lot of this philosophy of this deck. You're running a lot of one-ofs, besides like your searchers, which is, Magician's Rod, Magician Souls, Soul Servant. You run 2 copies of Eternal Souls because you don't want to, lose the game if you lose one. The same with Magician's Circle, Dark Magical Circle. These cards are just too powerful, in my opinion, to just run one of it. Wonder Wand just lets you draw, and it works really well with Dark Magician because Dark Magician can be revived from the graveyard so easily through Eternal Soul every turn. Soul Servant helps you draw even more cards. Dark Magical Circle is really, your first turn board like setup, so you want to see this card. Running 3 of it is questionable, but if you don't, if you can't draw into it, it really is RNG if you could draw into this or not. It really is. So that's up to you. I like running a few more hand traps, but yeah, it's all preference. Spellbook of Secrets, you can only activate one of these per turn, so running 2 of these is risky to brick on it, but I like having access to like Spellbook of Power, and running another search target for Spellbook, Magician, or Prophecy. So that's why I'm running 2 of these. You could run just one and add an Imperm or add a Wonder Wand or whatever you want. Spellbook of Power is just a tech card. It just increases attack. It doesn't really do too much. Spellbook of Knowledge draws into your cards. These are my tech cards. You could also run like Cosmic Cyclone or Branded Regain, as I mentioned before. You can't, just to explain, you can't really make full use of Branded Regain. It's just more like a defensive card. If someone banishes, with Bestials, your Dark Magicians or something, then you could bring it back into your deck and draw a card. But yeah, it's like an iffy card. Like, if for some reason you wanted to run Bestials in your deck, then you could really make use of Branded Regained. But I don't know how you'd fit all that in and still make a Dark Magician work. So yeah, Eternal Souls is like the heart and soul of this deck, and I will explain to you why in a second. Every Dark Magician in your monster zone is unaffected by your opponent's card effects. That is really strong. That is a really strong effect. So the crazy lock that you could do. Okay, so yeah, it does have a downside. Let's just go over that. If this face-up card leaves the field, destroy all monsters you control. So, and you could special summon a Dark Magician every turn, or add a Dark Magic attack or 1,000 Knives from your deck to your hand. So, the lock is having a Dark Magician on your field, and that could even be which one is it? Is it this one? The Dark Magicians? Is it this one? No. It's Master of Chaos, I believe. I believe it's Master of Chaos. If this card is fusion summoned, no, it is not. Which one is it? There's a lock you can have. So is it the Dark Magicians? Huh, I'm not finding it. But basically, one of these fusions, one of these Dark Magician fusions has a text that your spells and traps cannot be destroyed. And I just can't find that text, but it is one of these cards. I can't find it. Sorry, guys. I'll try and write it in the description of the comments if I figure it out. But there is a lock. Um, oh, it's this one. Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight. The most unassuming card. This card's name becomes Dark Magician while on the field or in the graveyard. Your opponent cannot target spells or traps you control with card effects. Also, they cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. See, do you see this lock? Do you see this lock? Like, so you have Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight on the field, which is considered to be Dark Magician, and you have Eternal Soul. Eternal Soul can't be targeted or destroyed, and Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight, can't be targeted or destroyed. So, it's unaffected by card effects because of Eternal Soul. So that is a crazy lock. Like, they have to. So what the opponent has to do is they have to take out Dark Magician, and then they can only take out Eternal Soul. It's like, because you would think taking out Eternal Soul is what you have to do first, but they actually have to take out Dark Magician. I mean, it's just a 3000 beater. It doesn't do anything else. But if you have other interaction on your field, like if you have Eternal Soul and you could bring back this card and you have Circle Up and you can banish one of their cards, like it's like a lock. It's a lock. It's really cool. Alright, I'm taking too long with this explanation, but we got Dark Dragoon, Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, the boss monster of this deck. If you get this out, you're probably winning. Dark Magician Girl, Dragon Knight. You probably don't need this card. Probably put in another one of these fusions, but I'm just keeping it in. The Dark Magicians is pretty decent. I just spoke about this card. Master of Chaos has a really cool banish effect. I don't really summon this card, but it does piercing damage, so it is cool. Naruto, Ebon High Magician, and Ebon Illusion Magician are there just in case you get 2 level 7s on the field, which can happen. Artemis can recycle your Magician's Rod, so that is a cool tech. Maybe run another one of these. Dark can always be useful because there's a lot of dark monsters. Selene gets you into access code. Boral Sword is just there. You could swap this out for anything. Another boss monster. And Underworld is there because of unaffected monsters. I really wanted to get into the gameplay. These are some of the other deck options you could pick. But yeah, let's get into the gameplay. Okay, decent hand. This is a decent hand. So ideally, let's start with Magician's Salvation to set Eternal Soul. Then let's activate Magician Souls to send Dark Magician, and special summon Magician Souls so you could draw. So we could normal summon one of these, but let's just draw first to see what we get. I guess so the secondary effect of Magician's Salvation isn't that great, so I'm just gonna send this, and I'm gonna send the Claw by the Grave too, because you really want to get into more cards. So Dark Burning, this is what I meant about bricks. This is a brick in our hand now. But Magician's Rod could search out the cards that we need, so let's do that first. Okay, so these are our options. Magician's Circle is best because we have Dark Magician in the graveyard, so let's get that. Let's activate this. This can search us a card. Let's get Timaeus because that would, or is this just the top 3? I don't think we could draw any of these. Okay. Oh, we would need another card to draw. So, are we locked into something? Are we locked? Rearrange the order. Okay. I was like wondering what was going on. Um, yeah, that didn't work out. But we could still make plays. So let's special summon Artemis. Let's save the dark for another turn. Is this a quick play? It is not. So we're gonna leave this, and this in our hands, and we're gonna pass it back to our opponent. Let's see what they can do. We're not gonna activate Eternal Soul until they commit something to the field. Now, what is this? Senju. Ritual monsters. Okay. Let them cook. It's Necros. Never really faced Necros before. Let them commit their ritual spell first. Okay. Alright, let me... Oop. Let's activate. Yes. Our Magician. Yes. So let's banish this. And let's activate Magician's Rod to tribute this so we can do it again next turn. So yeah, let's activate it again. Let's bring our friend Dark Magician back. Activate Magical Circle. Boom, clean. So yeah, that's, that's the basic setup. I mean, we were able to get Dark Magical Circle and Eternal Soul on the field, so this is the basic setup, and we have Timaeus in our hand. This is going to be good. Let's draw with Spellbook first, and these are kind of dead in our hand, so we're going to be able to draw a decent amount. Watch this. Look, dump this and this. They don't really help us right now, so we're able to draw 2, and let's draw 2 more. We can get another body on the field. Let's get another body on the field. Let's get Magician Souls. Okay. Return Illusion of Chaos to the deck. Let's activate Timaeus, sending Dark Magician Girl. Now I'm confused, but let's hold off on that. Let's activate Magician's Souls to send another Dark Magician and special summon the Dark Magician. Oh, so I could special summon Dark Magician Girl or Dark. Let's get Dark Magician Girl. Okay. Let's normal summon Spellbook Prophecy. Let's add Spellbook of Secrets. Spellbook of Secrets will get us Spellbook of Knowledge. Like, look at this. I mean, they didn't have much resistance, right? Like this Necros deck wasn't really doing much. But look at all this that we got. I mean, this card is dead, this card is dead, but it's pretty nice, right? And we can go into our links, bring some other cards back, but let's see what we could fuse into right now. So we can go into Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, Dark Magician Dragon Knight. We have to go into Dragoon, right? Like, why would we not go into that card? So let's do that. Put him here. Nice. And then let's go into battle first, and then I'll link this off. So now I have an negate in Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. go to the main phase 2. Let's link these off into dark. Oh, I put this in the link zone. Oh, I messed up. That's unfortunate. I should not have put that in the link zone. Alright, we are leaving him right there. So, yeah, this is our board. So the opponent get through this, and we still have Eternal Soul. Alright, let's see the opponent commit to the field. Okay. Okay. No. Okay, what does this do? Hold on. The opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to the activation of a ritual spell card. Ritual monsters cannot be targeted by an opponent's card effects. Oh no, that is not good. That is not good. We're gonna activate. No. So let's bring back our Dark Magician. Yes. Circle, get rid of this. And what is that? When a card or effects that targets a Necroz monster, you can discard and negate. And Dark Dragoon is gonna say no. No to that. Negate! I gotta discard a card. Discard Magician's Rod. Oh. How about we get another Dark Magician? What the? Royal Decree. Negate all of the trap effects. Dark Dragoon says no. No. That is not happening. Secrets. No. Welcome, Dark Magician. No. But we will draw. We will draw. So activate Soul Servant. Stack a card on the top of the deck that you want. Let's get Palladium Oracle Mana. You haven't seen this card yet. And then, based on the number of Dark Magicians we have, on the field or the grave, let's draw. Nice. And we could draw because we have a dead Harpy's Feather Duster in our hands. And is this not once per turn? The stacking is not once per turn. Interesting. I think that's game. Unfortunately, I was not able to summon this card. This is a 1, 2, 3. Actually, I could tribute summon. There we go. Let's go to battle. Let's let Dark Magician have the honors. There we go. Let's play another one. Yeah, we're going first. Going second is asking for a problem with this deck. Okay. This setup isn't as great, but let's see what we can do. I opened with my one of Magician Salvation twice in a row, so this is not what's going to happen every time, but it's pretty good. So let's activate Dark Magical Circle first to stack our deck. Reveal a Dark Magician card. Yes. Ooh, Secrets of Dark Magic. That's not bad. Let's reorder the top. Okay. So let's activate Magician Souls. Send Dark Magician. Let's draw by sending Magician Salvation. And I'm keeping these. These are interruptions. No. Oh, ooh, nice draw. So now, so normally you would go Spellbook Magician of Prophecy. Actually, this could search out knowledge. So yeah, let's just do that. So let's get knowledge, and we can draw some more. This is why I love the draw. I mean, I know Dark Magician isn't that great, but the draw engine in this deck is ridiculous. Okay, so we have Magician's Rod for next turn. Yeah, we're gonna end it here. Set the imperm. So what can you fuse into anything? We could actually fuse on the opponent's turn. So let's set this too. Hopefully he doesn't have harpies. All right, let's see what the opponent does. Okay, I'm gonna let that go. Ooh, Dragoonity. Okay, let's see what he does. Okay, this card is... No, we're not letting that. We're not letting that happen. No. What the? How did he already equip? Anyway. No. See what he does. Tanky. Okay. Go ahead. Next phase. Yeah, why not? Let's activate Secrets of Dark Magic. Make the Dark Magicians by using these two cards. Now if I use a spell... Oh no. I don't think we're using this effect. Actually, you know what? Let's bring back Dark Magician. Banish whatever this is. Wait, what does it say? If a spell or trap is activated, you can draw a card. Yes. Oh, maybe not. Yes. Draw me a card. Okay. So that's why this is cool. This can draw your cards when you activate spells, which is going to happen in a Dark Magician deck. And what was that? Assault Mold. Okay. We dodged that bullet. Okay. So we used our one Spellbook of Knowledge, so this card is kind of dead. We have Imperm as a draw. Alright, so let's start with this. Magician Souls. Send Dark Magician Girl. I could go for game if I summon this. So I wanted to draw, but I think I have game here. So let's normal summon Magician's Rod, search out. The best card would be Soul Servant. Soul Servant will activate to stack our deck with Timaeus. And then we will draw with Soul Servant. Nice. Now we will activate Timaeus by sending Magician of Prophecy. Okay. Secrets, why not? Gets us power. Let's just set this because we don't really have a use for this right now. Okay, and we could fuse. Let's just fuse because we can. We did Dark Dragoon last time. Let's do Dark Magician Girl. Why not? They're both here. What is the fast effect? You can send one card from your hand and then target a face-up card in the field, destroy it. Sure. Destroy a face-up card. Send Ash, so we don't need it. Bye-bye, Tinky. Okay, let's boost up our... Isn't this a spellcaster? Oh, this is the dragon. Interesting. Let's boost up Dark Magician. Okay. That is definitely lethal, if I'm not mistaken. Alright. And that is how you clean up with Dark Magician. Not bad, not bad. I think we're going to end it here with the replays. Now, we won both of those matches. I mean, the decks we faced weren't that great. But as you can see, in a casual environment, this deck is pretty good. Like I said, unfortunately, the cost of Magician Souls is so high that it's unfortunate for casual players, like casual budget players like me. I cannot afford to play this deck as it is. I have most of these cards. I don't have Magician Souls, and Magician Souls alone. Let's take this card out just to show you guys. Take out these 3 copies. It went from 220 to 150. It's insane. I think Red Eyes Dark Dragoon is also expensive right now. If you want it to be budget friendly, right? If you want it to be budget friendly, cut this card out. Watch the price. 125. So if you wanted a budget version of this deck, cut out Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, cut out Magician Souls, and you bring it down to 125. But if you want fully working Dark Magician deck, then you need Magician Souls and you need Dark Dragoon. This is that's just where all the power in this deck is, So yeah, I mean this was fun to make. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you enjoy this type of video. If you want to see more anime decks, I will definitely enjoy building them and playtesting them. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, guys. Enjoy.